The crypto markets are absolutely horrendous right now, but we do have to get you guys updated on the crypto treasury news because since the market's down, the treasury numbers are down as well. And remember, we talked about crypto treasuries earlier this week. Basically, what we're seeing happen is that crypto companies are adding crypto assets to their treasuries. And these are not just like random companies. These are NASDAQ listed companies. And the reason why this matters is when you're a publicly traded company and you are taking money to add a digital asset to your treasury or your balance sheet, your shareholders need to be okay with that. And I personally don't think these companies would be adding these assets to their treasury or balance sheet unless they anticipated number to go up later on. Again, not financial advice. But obviously, because the market is not doing well, numbers going down as well for a lot of these assets that were just purchased for these crypto treasuries. So GameStop. GameStop share plunged 22% after boosting $2.25 billion raised to fund Bitcoin treasury strategy. This is according to Cointelegraph. They said the debt will convert to equity by 2030, diluting existing shares. Proceeds will fund investments and possible acquisitions. And according to a press release, proceeds will be used in line with the company's investment policy, which includes adding Bitcoin to its treasury. So they're kind of doing the microstrategy thing. And because the crypto markets are down a little bit right now, this makes sense that GameStop shares also down. People are like, a little bit scared. But at the end of the day, I think that GameStop has the right idea to add Bitcoin to their treasury because we all know that Bitcoin generally does well over time. Yeah, so we'll see what happens in the future. But anyways, SharpLink shares fumble 70% after $425 million raised for Ethereum treasury strategy. And this is according to the block. So SharpLink is a gaming ecosystem and they have public shares, SBET, and those fell over 70% hours due to the SEC filing. So basically people were pissed off that they were using funds to put Ethereum into their treasury strategy. I personally don't think that that's necessarily a bad idea. I mean, people do with Bitcoin, just like we talked about GameStop, but at the end of the day, this is like a brand new thing that we're starting to see companies do. So of course there's going to be a little bit of fear when we're talking about this. Again, remember Vivo Power, they added like 100 million worth of XRP to their treasury strategy, and we're going to see a lot of other companies follow suit, my personal opinion. So these guys are like first on the line to do it. So it makes sense that their stocks are dropping. But remember, I believe that their shareholders had to approve this. And again, correct me if I'm wrong. Anyways, the filing allows for potential resale of around 58.7 million shares via a PIPE deal. So PIPE equals private investment in public equity. It's when private investors buy shares directly from a public company, and it's usually done super fast to raise capital without a public offering. So again, in their little cohort of people. And the chairman of Starlink board, Joe Lubin, the Ethereum Foundation guy, clarified its standard procedure, no actual sales. Consensus Lubin did not sell any shares, and SharpLink aims to raise $1 billion to buy Ethereum. Some expect a big ETH purchase announcement soon to counter the drop. SharpLink is one of the first NASDAQ-listed companies to develop an Ethereum treasury strategy. Again, that's key, is a NASDAQ company. And they're an online performance marketing company for sportsbook and casino partners. So overall, I don't think that these people would be putting money into this stuff without, really analyzing it and researching it, etc. And just because these stocks dump, both GameStop and the gaming people, the SharpLink people, I think that's a normal response to a little bit of fear and uncertainty. But either way, this is going to be a good test run to see if this was actually the right move to do this or not. Add crypto assets to a treasury and essentially file MicroStrategy. Goodbye.